Hi, everybody. Welcome to the 2 Hour Track Challenge. My name is Ben_Burns, and today we're going to write a song in 2 hours or less. Twitch still says I have 0 viewers, but obviously people are chatting. So, unless you're all ghosts, happy Halloween. So, the theme for this time around, actually, let me just put it up on here. I'm not going to start the timer yet. Use the rest in your bread. Yeah, honey's pretty delicious. Making a song inspired by a painting by Madame Berry. Okay, so what? Yeah, poetic. It's just slow to update. So what is happening is a long time ago, Madame Berry basically I provided a song to Madame Berry, and she painted something based off of that, and it was really cool and really fun. And I have owed her a song for a long time from a painting or a song inspired by a painting that she's done. I'm bad at words today. This is a good start. So yesterday I reminded her of that, and she provided me with a painting she did recently, which I really like. It's kind of like, here, let me get Ableton back up here. It's kind of like glitchy, but there's a lot of different things going on here, and there's a couple things that I'm thinking of. It's like there's this fire or electricity. I think you called it electricity, and like it's like censorship where it's like blocking off the eyes. Hey Em, what's up? I have some ideas. You have a super dumb idea for me. Is it related to this painting? Because this is what I'm going to focus on today. So it's just like, yeah, you just okay. So I'm basically what I'm going to try to do today is I'm going to make a song inspired by the painting that Madame Berry provided, and I have some thoughts. But again, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I can always try again later, or we can just take a general idea and then roll with it from there, go in a completely different direction. You know how it goes. It's creativity. You can't wrangle it. So Em, if you can find a way to kind of work that into the rest of this. Flying. Initially, I read that as flying white shark, but that's flying shite hawk, which is also funny. Flying shite hawk. Thank you so much for the follow. I would love some context. I mean, obviously, I'm going to interpret it how I want. Thank you so much for the follow, Flying. I don't feel comfortable calling you shite. Since you cursed content in Discord. Oh no, is this samples? No, I'll get this out of the way. I like your new icon, Em. It's very cute. Okay, we'll see if we can interpret that somehow too. The film burn, kind of. Okay, so yeah. I know what you're talking about there, and I like that it's over the eyes because it's It reminds me of like censorship or something like that. And I had a track name, and I don't know if I want to share that yet. I like it when people make up their own track names. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start the timer. We're going to try to do something. And if that doesn't work, we'll just keep running with ideas. But I was thinking about arpeggios this time and how cool they are and how I don't use them as often as I should. So we're going to go with that route first. Actually, this should be 2, shouldn't it? So, yeah. I hope everybody has a good day, and we're going to kick some butt today. I guess if I don't have an instrument, it's not going to sound like anything, huh? So I'm thinking probably Massive again. I had some good luck with Massive last time. So, yeah, I guess I'll start with the idea of like censorship and fire and beauty, and like there's like some really cool contrasting elements here where it's kind of like a photo that's torn and ripped. So you could like interpret this a couple different ways. Like somebody burning a picture, or like, yeah. So it's like destroyed beauty, that kind of feeling too. Like I think that there's a lot of ways to look into this, and I'm going to do my best and see how it goes. Mostly lurk. Ooh, fix a pair of pants. Well, that sounds like fun. That's no worries. I just wanted to make sure that you knew that I was doing that this time, because I know that you appreciate, you know, that kind of stuff. So yeah. I'm really digging the scream filter on Massive right now. I know we haven't actually played any notes yet. I'm trying to get this set up first, and then we can go from there. I know that there's like something where I've always wanted to do like a quote unquote deaf music production session where I basically make an entire song without hearing it. I'm not going to do that this time around. I've been wanting to do that for like 5 years, but it's definitely not the time for it here. Eighth note? Yes. Oh my God, M. Yeah, that would hurt my head. I think that's coming up next week though, which is terrifying. Thank you for reminding me of that. So I'm going to lower the volume because I don't know what this sounds like. Okay. Okay. It's close to what I was looking for. Noisy. 200 BPM. Yeah. Okay, so I don't like the diffuse on there. I can handle that elsewhere. I'm just trying to get some like atmosphere and ambience going here, and then we can roll with it. There we go. You can't go wrong with Valhalla Room. You can't go wrong with any Valhalla patch, to be honest. Yeah, so we can dump some like solid percussive grooves on here. I think we can roll with that. I'm going to grab something from Splice, I think. I mean, I know I sit around 85 BPM a lot for this kind of stuff, but honestly, it really does the job for me. 85 BPM drum loop. What do you got for me? That has the bones of what I want. Let's see if we can... No, too much swing. That's pretty cool. Not the right tone, though. I have a feeling whatever I choose here, I'm going to be putting some hats over it to give it a little bit more drivey. Not really trappy sound, but... You tell Muffin to chill out. Honestly, this top one is probably... Oh, I don't know if I want to use my one berry sample per season right now, though. It would be theme appropriate, that is for sure. Okay, so it would be incredibly meta. We'll see where things progress. Like I really don't want to commit to anything right now because I'm not sure how this is going to sound in 10 minutes. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Some like real tight and punchy hats. This is going to be like the same hat pattern that I used in the last one. Whoa, that's what Z does, everybody. Copy, paste. Thank you. Okay, so we've got this. Okay, I like it, but this needs some more work. I'm going to toss a drum bus on this, I think, just to kind of crunch it up. And then I actually want to lower the kick because the kick has a lot of low end, and I think that I should replicate that somewhere else. It's very loud. Run it all through a glue compressor just to make sure that everything is, or we can just lower the volume. Okay, so there are things in this that I don't appreciate. This kick is one of them. So I'm going to clean this up a little bit and we can move on into something else. Because I really like this one being a little bit more on the grid. Or a little brainwave here. Let's do like an offbeat kick. But lower the volume. A little too offbeat there, huh? It's like having a swing that is because usually swings go from like 50 to 100 because that's the amount of percent that things are being delayed. But if you have a swing that's under 50%, like this is 25% swing, which is essentially just pushing it onto the adjacent 16th note. I kind of like it.
Remember to save.
Hey, everybody. Remember to save. I like it, but we also have to have a transient here to kind of introduce this chopped up rhythm. Yeah. Thank you, Poetic. So I'm going to turn this off for just 1 second because that delay tail is... Seam Ripper is gone. Uh-oh. Okay, well, as long as it didn't disappear inside your cat, I guess you're okay. We dealt with that last week. Not a seam ripper, but... Oh, it's so terrifying. Why are cats so dumb? I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take this and iterate on it. I actually like this. Okay, and we can take this. Oop. It disappeared. Nice. That's a good way to start the stream. Hey Sam, how you doing? Sorry that there's ads. Twitch changed like all their things around. Oh, she just wanted to make sure you could have it later. So I'm doing these intentionally off the grid a little bit. because I like being off the grid. Cool. Okay, so we've got kind of a mysterious theme going here. Cool. Okay, so we've got a 4-bar loop now. Okay, so this one we can, and this is all about iteration right now, where I just want to get as many ideas out there, and then once we have, thank you, Sam, and once we get all the ideas out there, we can like recontextualize them in cool ways. But right now, it's just like I just want to hammer out ideas. That's not what I wanted. You got to get that sprinkler sound effect from like trap beats, you know? There it is. Okay, I feel like this could use like some distortion on it. I'm thinking toss a saturator on the end. Not a lot. Well, a lot of saturation, but only like a little bit of wet. I don't know. I mean, I kind of know, but I don't really know. It's designed to add like a rhythmic element in the high end, because most percussion is like the mids and the lows, and you can't really have that if you're focusing a lot on like bass, which trap and like jungle and that type of style of music, those usually focus like really heavy on the bass and the sub. And if you're womping around with the kick, you can't like have that sustained like prolonged punch to the gut that proper bass can do. Hey Matt, how are you? That was just pulled out of my ass. I don't know really. Oh, thank you, Matt. I'm glad that you agree with my random postulations. We can do this too. This will be rad AF. Am I giving feedback? Not right now. That timer in the top left corner is how long I have to finish this song. I do give feedback once in a while, but it's usually on the weekends, and I have to be in the right mood. It is pretty commonplace, though. I agree with that. Yeah, no worries, man. I'm trying to do this more often because this is so important. Keep my mix in check so I don't like completely blow things out. Okay, so what are we thinking now? Because I'm actually okay with going like real minimalistic with this one. Because if we're going off of the image, like it's about like destruction and censorship and stuff like that. And I'll show the image again in a second. For those who are joining a little late, what I'm doing this time is Madame Barry provided me with a painting that she made. And I am working to interpret that as a song, and the painting is right here. So it's kind of like a burnt photograph or something like that. And I'm interpreting it as a burnt photograph anyway. And it feels like with a slash across the eyes and like the fire and stuff, I feel like it's like censorship. And I want to call this, yeah, this is a really cool picture. I like it a lot. I want to call this, and this is my song request name. What was it? Hashtag song name. Censorship through arson. That's kind of a, it's kind of a wild name, but I kind of like it too, because it definitely paints a story. So that's kind of my thought right now. I'm not really sure where this is going otherwise, but there's a kitty. Oh yeah, hi Tito. I should get the cat cam up. Let me try to do that real quick. I can get the cat cam up. We haven't had that in a while. Let me just see if I can get this kick going first. Okay, I just need to do some side chaining there. Honestly, it should be on that. Okay, I'm gonna listen to this for a second. I'm gonna get the cat cam up. Much better. Okay. So what I'm thinking is we can have like a super nasty bass down here, but I don't really know how to make those because right now the bass is pretty basic. Yeah. So if anybody knows how to make like a super growly bass, you can teach me on stream. That's funny. So, I mean, it's that. Then you can compress out like the mids, or not compress, but you just chop out the mids. Yeah, maybe I should switch to FM instead of doing it this way. I don't know. I'm probably not going to invest a ton of time on. That's gnarly. Slightly detuned octaves. Oh, right. I didn't detune these enough. And I'm using saw waves instead of square waves. I mean, I don't know what I'm trying to do here. It feels like it's a little too harsh. Whoa, too far. Yeah, so what I'm thinking of is we basically just get a bunch of nasty stuff on here and see how it rolls. And if we keep things moving and some things synced to the MIDI inputs and some of them not, we can really make something sound dynamic without... Oh, the painting is right here. I couldn't think of a good way of having it just like always on. So I'll just, if somebody asks what it is, there. I should have planned this better, but I didn't. I'm sorry. Okay, so the next thing is I want to accentuate all those gnarly little high ends. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a dry wet here. And basically I'm just going to auto filter out the high stuff that comes in. And then I'm going to compress it down. Not too much, but I'm going to compress it down. And then I'm going to toss a delay on it because that might sound cool. Not getting as much sub as I want. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I should just have independent sub for this rather than trying to...
Remember to save.
Oh my god. We're just blowing through time today, aren't we? Everybody remember to save. Saving's important. So I'm trying to bring out the sub in this, and I'm not... I know there's a lot of jokes in there, but it's not working the way I want. I'm never good at building like these kind of instruments. There it is. It's about layering. I'm going to run another glue compressor through this just to make sure that everything kind of stays somewhat contained. To be honest, I'm not really sure. This gives a little bit different representation of how things are getting processed to the thing, and I find it better when I'm processing multiple tracks into one track to use glue compressor, and then just regular compressor when I'm just working with one track. I honestly don't know the difference. It might just be the way that things are. An SSL bus comp clone. Gotcha. I kind of know what some of those meant. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was very confused. Oh, bringing in some... Okay. Starting to get somewhere. Again, I'm kind of just figuring things out as I go here. How does it sound like this? Oh, I have to do both of these, don't I? Yeah, okay. And really, these two should be the same, so maybe I should use the same MIDI input for all of them? I don't know if that's the right idea, though, because then I can go like this. Did that work? No, it's not sending through. I thought that's how you... Okay. Yeah. Basically what I did there was I took one MIDI line here, and I'm essentially having the sub bass read that MIDI line as well, or take that MIDI input. That way, if I do change things around, I'm not changing, I don't have to remember to do both of them. Still a little boring, but it's getting there. Nope, that's the wrong thing. What am I doing? This one is the massive I wanted to mess with. So basically I have this intensity thing that I want to ramp up over the length of the note, because right now this long held note is honestly pretty boring. But if I can make it more interesting over the life of the note, that's pretty neat. I could also go in here and mess with the LFOs. So like this is triggered on restart, so I could up the rate of this LFO. Hey, Sonny. I could up the rate of the LFO. Oh, I heard some like weird harmonics in the bass, and I'm like, we could really put some whack lyrics underneath this that are like super distorted and just barely audible. I know I was thinking about doing more lyrics in this kind of stuff. Oh yeah, absolutely. That didn't really do as much as I thought it was going to do. Oh, because this should not have a pitch bend range on it. That messed things up. Because this was going up a whole octave and this was going up a whole step. So that was a problem. Yeah, so another thing I'm thinking of is we can make this a lot punchier by giving it a noise attack. So let's just use bright noise on this. There we go. Yeah, so where is this going? Let's look at the painting again, see if we can pull more inspiration. Like, we've got... Like, I'm trying to represent these different parts. Like the bass is the fire, the ARP is kind of like the beauty and the serenity of the original photo before it got destroyed. Excuse me. And the drums are kind of just the glue that kind of keeps it together. But now we're trying to figure out like a narrative of where this goes. So I need to figure out that. And of course, if anybody has suggestions, I'm always open to hear them. It has to be before. I should have done the whole thing, but it has to be before the song name hashtag. Yeah, because that unfortunately just gave me an empty line. It's good. It's good though. I know. I need to fix that now. I should just absorb the whole whole message instead of just trying to piece together things that come after it. Is this? Oh. Sorry, I must have missed that. Saturday was a bit of a day for me. Where am I going with this? Ooh, that's not what I want at all. Burning sensation. Oh, good job, Sam. Some like burning sound. The funny thing is, and somebody commented this on YouTube a long time ago, and I looked it up. The burning sound in the One Last Bonfire track. I was crinkling a pop can. Which is wild. Yeah, I really like the Salamander rides better. I use these so often. Just wondering what that was. Yeah, it's a weird sound. Because it sounds like there's stuff going on in there. So what are some like lyrics that would fit this? Burning sound once by playing harshly into the mic and a bunch of flanger. Yeah. I don't even know if I still have that. Yeah, I don't know if I still have that sample. I'm sure it's somewhere, but that's a nice fire sound too, but it's not as aggressive as I want. This is a crushing can, but not the one I think I used. Apparently is recorded in Germany. So you know it's good. Only the highest quality cans were crushed in this one. That's an interesting idea. I want to make sure this is kind of locked in. Oh my god, time's going so fast. Nope. Other way. Yeah, and then we can go in here, kind of tone down the highs a little bit, not a lot. Blowtorch, blowtorch. So I don't know that one. Okay. I'm starting to kind of piece together a lead and stuff like that too, because right now it's pretty basic. And that's okay. Like we have a cool sound, and that's really all I'm looking for initially. And then we can figure out the rest of it as we go. It's got super aggressive for some reason. I'm not really sure why. That's weird. It like completely changes tone. There's no automation on it. So where are we going with this? Like, yeah, it looks like the filter got messed with somewhere, but I don't really know. It might just be the global LFO because it's a low rate, but I thought that was locked into the like a tempo or something. So where are we going with this? Where are we going with this? Where are we going with this? We need some more stuff. Let's color this so I know that it's linked so I don't accidentally change it. And this could be quieter. What's the mix? Mix is okay, surprisingly. I am at a bit of a loss for what to add. I like this, but it needs more. It needs more stuff. It can't just be this. I mean, it could just be this, and that's entirely possible that it's one of those songs that just has a couple simple elements and just kind of rolls with it from there. But I think this would be enhanced with lyrics. Let me just try test lyrics with the vocoder. I don't know if that's going to help, but I think like running a vocoder through that bass output would be pretty cool, and I want to see how that rolls. Yeah. So what I'm thinking is we can like really push the highs and the mids in this and then just chop out the lows. So it would essentially be married to the bass, which is pretty cool. So I think that would be a cool way to essentially, whenever the bass is playing, you can push along whatever narrative is going on in the song, but we need to figure out what that narrative is. I mean, a track name would help. I really like, what is the one that you suggested? The True Price of Beauty. Yeah. I think that might be good. I do still like Censorship Through Arson, just because it's like kind of a badass name, but it doesn't really always fit. Well, let's get an intro. Let's do something. We gotta at least do something here. So all this can move over. Honestly, like, oh geez, I'm not locked into the grid. The grid. You guys remember Tron? I was gonna say Twan. That doesn't make sense. Remember Twan? Good job, Jank. Okay, so I think having this little break in here, not like this because this break sucks, but having this little break in here will help. because then we can like introduce, if we're going to do vocals, which I'd really like to do, but I don't know what, like how to do them. Or I know how to do them, I just don't know what to say. The other thing, I don't know if I want to go down this road, but the other thing, like burning a picture or something, would be like breaking up with somebody and getting rid of all their stuff. And that could be that's definitely a well-traveled road when it comes to lyricism or lyrics. I don't know if I want to go down that road, though. But I don't know. Like, I might need some help on this one, guys. Because I like the idea of lyrics a lot. There we go. That should fill in. The hardest part of starting is starting. That is absolutely correct. Okay, we can actually add quite a bit more aggression into this next bit here. I think that'll help. I don't want to overburden this song with layers. But I think if we are judicious about it, I'm using big words, I apologize. If we're just judicious about it, we can get away with it. Do I have a good one in here at like... These are some weird ass drum loops. I never used this one. I made this drum loop a long time ago. I kind of want to see if this works. Actually, this won't work because it's too tonal. Let's bounce back to Splice. Splice is like where I go when I don't know what I'm going to do with drums, because I'm really bad at... I'm not bad at drums. It's just not my strong suit. I'm getting better. Yeah. Glitchy drums. Exactly. I'm going to go like this. Warp, half. Nope. Loop. And then go like this. Lower the volume. Yeah. And I can double down on that too, I think. But I want to just get something in there right now. So I'm going to go into the delay. This is going to be like a lot of delays and random stuff in this one. So actually there's going to be very little feedback. I just want kind of the first echo and not all the rest. And then I'm going to use auto pan, and I'm going to basically hard cut on the beat. This is something I do all the time, but it works really well. Oops, 270. Hey, Em, what's up? Oh, yeah, you need to eat food. So, ooh. That's exciting. A girl did something bad and had to go underground. That's another way of doing it. Like, having to like burn your old identity. Burn notice, I mean, that's literally what a burn notice is, isn't it? It's just like burn all your old shit. You've been compromised. Official statement, intelligence agency asset is unreliable. Oh, okay. So that's not necessarily what it means. It essentially just means that they're not reliable, but compromised.
Remember to save.
Everybody, remember to save. I don't know if I want to call this burn notice, though. I'm trying to get a little bit more aggressive with the hats. Okay, and I think this is becoming a much more percussive heavy song than I expected initially, which isn't a bad thing. Ooh, percussion loops. Oh, these are too fast. It's kind of what I was looking for, though. Yeah, whatever. Oh, exactly. There we go. Get some Prada snares in there. Drum kit. What am I looking for here? I'm looking for a more aggressive drum. Yeah, no worries, Toxic. Thank you so much for hanging out, man. I appreciate that. So yeah, the idea of like going underground, but like and this is a shortcoming on my part. Like, how do you express that in like lyrics? Eat tomato flavored noodles. Not really? I don't know. I've never thought about it before. Ugh. Yeah, that doesn't sound too appetizing, man. Technically, it's food. Burning the evidence? That's not bad. I kind of like that. Well, you don't have to. Yeah, it. I see what you mean by the ing. Like it's an act and it's also an order kind of thing. Okay, I want to find a good snare that's like punchy enough but not bad. So far, I'm just finding bad. I like that. Burning the evidence. I'm going to go with that. Why the heck is that 2017? I can't believe this month is like half over already. Hey, Ableton crashed, but it didn't. Thanks, Ableton. It was starting to act weird. These aren't the right samples. I can get laser sounds in there. That would do that. That would do the trick. So there we go. So yeah, we need to think of like these aren't loud enough by far. So it's like underground. Not necessarily like literally underground, but just like underground contact lost. It's like giving fragments of a story, I think would be kind of a cool way of doing it. There we go. Get that crunch in there, and that's what I'm looking for. Uwu workstation. You have the best typos. Yeah. Contact is lost. I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but I don't care. I also I'm going to do that after I do this. So underground contact is lost. I think turn it off. Do that. And it's like we could do like alias compromised or something like that, but it's also kind of cool to have all these disparate pieces on the run. And then just kind of like I'm really just spitballing here. I don't really know if this is gonna work. Give me an idea of what you're eating. I don't know if I want to know what you're eating. Okay, so if we do this warp, like super pitch it down. There we go. Hell yeah. Okay. Hell yeah. Burn it all. So, yeah, I'm just kind of making things up as I go, but it's turning out pretty neat. Okay, so we have some hurdles to overcome here, but I think we're like on the right path. Got like a knot in my lower back. It's really bothering me. Let's Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I'm kind of the other way. Like, if I get bored, I just start to eat, and that's really bad for me. Sounds like you've had a problem. Yeah, in the other direction. Okay, so I kind of want to have like some kind of melodic element here, and it doesn't have to be crazy, but I think like I was looking for Cruiser, and it's like Cruiser's probably the shiny tingles, everybody. Probably not what I'm looking for. Suspense generator, maybe. Hey, everybody. Do you want to listen to some shiny tingles? No? Where are you going? But in gold, yes, it's gilded tingle. No. Shiny tingles is okay, but not what I'm looking for. Nope. Got some interesting sounds in here, though. Oh, man. I should use this for more, like, chill stuff. Because there's a lot of really interesting... Wow, Em, that sounds horrible. I don't like contact is lost. But what would I... It's like I don't want to just like be like you're underground, you're surrounded by enemies. What do you do? It's like contact is lost, yeah. Oh, the horror. I'm also like doing these in different inflections because I kind of want to see if there's one that sounds better than the others. So that's why I'm like not really caring how I do them. And it makes it sound... too much of a syllabance. Safety lost. You know, that's how you learn. because I like that it's low, but that's like too low.
Safety lost. Safety lost. On the run. Burn it all.
And it's like, okay. Last 5 years. My whole life. Up in flames. No, wrong inflection. Up in flames. Up in flames, up in flames, up in... Yeah, okay. All that work. There we go. Perfect. Let's just make up words. This is how lyrics are made, I'm sure. Just throw words into a blender and not the software
Remember
blender.
to save.
Bereft too. And I mean that's kind of the thing. Like all of the lyrical things that I'm doing are kind of like dark, but not like they're like apocalyptic. Just like sorry for the plosive. And that's fine by me. Like I'm super okay with that. I just like I want to learn how to do lyrics, and this is the only way to learn how to do lyrics is to just beat your head against it until you get better at it. Exactly. Make the things you want to see exist. I should really change that poster back. Change that poster back there someday.
Safety lost. On the run. Burn it all.
Yeah, these don't sound as good. -8, -7, -5, -7.
Last 5 years.
So I think the issue is because the tone of the bass is shifting.
Last 5 years.
We're running into issues with.
Last 5 years.
So maybe I need to make my own vocoder for this. There's probably a Skillshare course for that. Yeah.
Last 5 years.
So it's kind of missing out on a lot of the rough stuff in the high end. So I don't know. God, that's a cool bass sound though. I mean, that works. But that's too loud now. I'm thinking about how to do this. Because basically I just want to use this as the carrier for this. It's like this is kind of where programming and getting kind of a basic understanding of how the signal chain and everything else works, like it's so important to have an understanding. So this should technically not sound any different. You know, I could sell that poster. I have it somewhere. Have it somewhere. I have no idea where it is. Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of this design, though. Okay, so I'm thinking another thing I can do is I want to focus on layering more than adding more like melodic elements to this. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to layer it down here just so I can get some extra juice out of this. Valhalla delay. I'm going to put my own delay on this. Make it a little bit more wild, but hopefully not too wild, if you know what I mean. I don't know what I mean, so I don't know how you would. Sorry, that was probably really loud. Okay, so things are getting lost in the mix now, and this is something that we're going to have to address before we move on, because otherwise we're going to run into problems later on. So let's see if we can clean this up a little bit. Really, all I care about with this is the sparkly high end. So... That's not obnoxiously loud. I thought I chilled that out a little bit. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm iterating more. Iterating is another word of the day, apparently. So tiny. Okay, so in this case, we don't want these. We just want the rise up. Okay, I'll just do that over. Just because it's easier that way. I say that, and then I mess up, so... Yeah. Man, I'm tense today. That's what I was looking for. Sure, good enough. Okay. Thank you, Poetic. I appreciate that. I'm definitely trying to push myself out of my comfort zone a little bit in this season in general, to be honest. And I'm trying to be okay with the fact that maybe things won't work out the way that I want them to. And that's okay. The volume on this is a problem. Good idea, Em. Okay, so I'm going to have to do this kind of a wonky way. Not exactly pleased with this. This is the problem with linking that stuff together, but... Okay, so we need to figure something out here. We just need like a downlifter, which is the technical name for it, and I'm not really a big fan of that name, but you know what? We haven't done this in a while. It might be all we need. Let's try it. It's been a while since we've done one of those. Usually these tend to work out pretty well. I am going to put like some chorusing and some other stuff on it because I think that it'll help. Yeah. Where's my reverb? Reverb starts with R, everybody, just in case you weren't aware. If you're illiterate like me, sometimes that's difficult. It's like loud. don't know if I like those. Like, these could probably be switched. I don't like all that work. It's not aggressive enough. It's like... We're getting there. We're getting there. This is a hard one. This is a tough one for me. What should that be? What should that be? So it's like the first part is talking about how it's essentially like saying, "Oh, I'm unsafe."
Remember to save.
Also, don't unsave. Save your work, everybody. It's like talking about how you're unsafe, and then the second part is like regretting the time spent. But you got to say that in a cool way instead of like, "I'm sad." Burn it all. I'm going to have like a breakdown or something here. Yeah, so we need to figure out what goes there. But let's just actually move forward because we only have like 30 minutes left. So, yeah. Oh, sorry for the silence. I'm just like, I'm trying to think here. This is so weird for me. Like, I don't know how any of this works. It's a whole new world. I was singing a lot last night. If you caught the Bentine Chill stream, I was singing a lot of Chromeo. A whole new world. Yeah. So I did have fun with the stream last night, though. I hope we can do it again at some point. It's just I get so addicted to Forager, I can't play that game. I can't play that game and be like, yeah, I'll just play it for an hour, because then I play it for 3 hours and then I'm sad. I don't want to be sad. There's enough things in the world to be sad about already. Hey Lex, how are you? Glad to hear it. I'm trying to write lyrics and it's real hard. I'm still kind of getting the hang of it. You sleep? Oh. Well, sorry to hear that. Hopefully your sleep gets readjusted. Oof. Yeah. You know, I've never had problems with that, but I can imagine how awful it is. We can also do a little bit of filter work here. Kind of bring it in that way. Oh, that works so much better when you chop out that. The S's are real rough, though. I'm actually going to try to EQ those out. There we go. Way better. I mean, it could just be something simple like Forever Gone, but again, that's just like... Because... I mean, just do up in smoke here, because that's still fire related, I guess. Up in smoke. Oh, that's bad. Up in smoke. So it's kind of like, then we need to figure something else out for the other part. Because we're basically just shuffling deck chairs on the Titanic right now. We need to commit to something here. Yeah, so it's like Up in Smoke. Up in Smoke. It's like I'm trying to get into the mind of a secret agent who was compromised. It's like, how do you do that if you're not a secret agent? I need to fix this break too. This break kind of sucks. That's okay. It gives me more time to think about what I'm trying to convey with the other stuff. So those S's are still a little rough. Yeah, I could do that too. I mean, a de-esser is basically just an EQ that is focused on that. I don't have one. Never mind. All of my old VSTs were 32-bit, and Ableton doesn't support 32-bit VSTs anymore. So that's neat. It's okay. There. There we go. There was a song called Long Lost, I think. Long time ago. I mean, you can't turn back, I guess. Can't turn back. Nope. Can't turn back. Can't turn back. The pacing on that was kind of crap, but it should do the job. This is a lot of learning, like trying to figure out how you can make something like this work. All right, I gotta pitch it down, or else it sounds like I'm a baby. Okay, so basically this is the breakdown. We only have 25 minutes to make essentially another song inside of this song. But you know what? We're going to do our dangdest, guys. Our diggly dang dangest. Yeah, that's right. I said a swear. What are you going to do about it? Oh, man. Oh, boy. That's louder than I expected. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Oh, boy. Okay, actually, we don't need the dominant in there. I'm basically just looking for some way to grow tension. Wasn't tension like an anime back in the late 90s that every girl I knew was like bananas for, and I never understood why? No, that was Kenshin. I'm sorry. I still never understood it. Okay, you can just go like this. And then go like this. Yeah, so we can turn this one on to like give a different inflection to the vocoder. I don't know where I'm going with this, to be honest. This might be kind of a thing where I just go like this and just bring this whole beef right over here. Beef. Because it's kind of like running up against the clock. Which isn't a bad thing. It encourages innovation. A little too much there, huh? Oh, look at that little Tito boy. Okay, so we can do kind of like this is a riser. Yeah. So we have to make sure to fix the pitch bend, or else it's going to forever screw up Ableton, because that's how Ableton works.
Remember to save.
20 minutes left. So this breakdown is a little too short for my taste, but I'd rather finish the arrangement of the song before I go too deep into trying to make that part better. So I'm just going to do what I can with what I have. And all that. So most likely what will happen is we have this section. I do want to do some kind of solo. I mean, I did guitar last time, and maybe I'll try to do guitar again. That might be kind of fun. Another thing that I want to get better at, and I just need to force myself to do it. I keep leaving my guitar over there, though, so let me grab that real quick. Spoilers, I'm not good at guitar right now. Yeah. Obviously, it needs more juice to it, too. I don't think my pedals are going to do the job with this one. I'm going to have to bring in the trusty guitar rig. Also, my headphones are scraping against the thing, so that's cool. Got a little noise, huh? I guess running a compressor before it actually gets into the thing. Loud. I don't know if this is the right way to go about this. I don't think it is, to be honest. Unless I don't know. I don't want to start there. That actually might work as just like some backing stuff. I think I might try that. I'm going to try that one more time. I'm still getting used to how to do this. Yeah, it's at least something, and I can do a little bit more. I can mess around with it a little bit more inside of Ableton's filters and stuff, and hopefully it'll give me a little bit more. I know, like, putting a pedal on a pedal is probably not the best idea, but that's a hot mess, isn't it? Where is that coming from? Okay. I'm getting some weird feedback loop there, huh? Oh, man. This is a weird one, huh? So it's like, it feels like there needs to be something else here. But I don't know what that is, and we've got 13 minutes to figure it out. Like, it could be more lyrics. Like, this would definitely feel appropriate here. Obviously not the same lyrics, because that would be boring. Pour the gas. Plan escape. I don't know what I'm doing. Pack your bags. now. Light the match. I can't think of another one right now. Shoot, I was doing so well. Make the break. That's a good one. Make the break. Change your name. Use yourself. Use yourself. I don't know if that's a good one. Lose yourself. I mean, we could just repeat the burn it all, burn the world. Ah, yeah. Burn the world. Gotta have extra energy on that last one. That way you know that you're serious. I think that's how lyrics work, right? Thankfully, in this position, since everything's vocoded, I can sound stupid and it still works. Let's see how this sounds. That's pretty cool. Obviously, it's not like you can't really hear what's going on, but that's okay too. Okay, so I do want another riser here. I got 9 minutes left. I think what we can do... I got two things. Oh, that's not going to... where is that? I know there's a sample. I know exactly what I want. I just don't know where it is. Instruments, maybe? No. There's like a super creepy string riser that I think would work really well for that one part. And I don't know where it is in my thing. Is it in here? It's wasting too much time trying to find it, though, that's for sure. Fire starting. Oh, I've used that one before. Although that would be... Now this is me continuing to fail to start a fire. Cool. Thanks, Ben. I appreciate your narrating. Is this the one that I want, though? There's one that I used when I made the song Incandescent. Yeah. There's a lot of crappy background noise, but I think I was outside. So, there's only so much you can do. That's not what I was looking for, though. I got sidetracked. Whoops. Compressor. That's pretty cool. Okay. I'm going to look for like another 30 seconds for the sample, but I don't know where it is. I could have sworn it was like right here. No. Gonna go to sleep. Thank you so much for hanging out, Em. I really appreciate that. I know that you've had busy couple days. Instruments. You'd think it'd be under instruments, but it's not. It's not anywhere. Random sounds. Oh, maybe it's under instrumental misc. Here it is. Nope. It's under the miscellaneous instrumental things, which would make sense because that's essentially what it is.
Remember to save.
Hey, everybody, remember to save. Okay, so we can dirty this up a little bit, and it should be fine. I don't like leave now. It's like... See, I don't like leave now. And make the break doesn't sound... Like make a break might be more appropriate. Make a break. Oh, that's bad. Make a break. Yeah, I agree. We're getting there. So we need one more in here. It's like lose something. It's lose... I just spilled water all over myself. I thought that was less full. No, I don't like the make a break. There we go. Just got to put my narrator voice on so everything is cleanly make a break. Lose your soul. That's pretty good. I like that. Thank you, Pizza. It's like this kind of... Lose your soul. It's like it's like not hard, but for some reason I just have an issue trying to this ended up being called Burning the Evidence, which it still kind of fits. Ah, shoot, idea. Two minutes. Might go a little over. We'll see. Sure, let's just put it there. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, it's like I kind of want to just do something chill at the end here. And I don't know if I have time for that. Just like the famous YouTube video. So basically, it's just this. Let's just do the same thing with this. What am I modifying here? The wrong thing. That's what I'm modifying. Hey. "43 seconds. Just enough time to record a little bit of bass." I don't like this guitar bit. That's really all I wanted to do. I guess we're done now. we did it. Oh, I don't have a place to put this. There. The ground.
Alarm. Alarm.
Beep, beep,
Alarm.
Alarm, everybody.
Yeah. I am going to fix this up a little bit because I rushed this a little in some sections. So I am going to actually let me properly do this. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think we're done. I just needed to fix that up a little bit. I might put a little bit of an auto filter on it just so it I don't want this to go all the way down like the other ones, but I do kind of want it to kind of fade a little bit. Oop. And I think we're done. So let's listen to the whole thing, see how it goes. I don't know how much mastering we're going to need to do on this thing. It's pretty loud. I also have to pee like really bad, which is why I'm kind of wiggling around right now. I apologize. And put the guitars back while I listen. A little too much. Bass seems a little loud. It's pushing the luffs. You don't need to push the sub very hard. That worked pretty well. This is too harsh. Yeah, these are too loud. That's too early as well. Because this could totally like lead into a different section. But it doesn't. Mostly because we don't have time. So, yeah. Just a couple more little housekeeping things here, and then we should be good. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out today and being a part of this stream. This was wild. Madam Barry, if you're still around, thank you so much for contributing this image to make this song. It's pretty cool and very stressful. I didn't know how to interpret this, and I had no idea how I was going to do anything going into it, but this turned out really cool. More complex than I thought it was going to be. That's for sure. But yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I hope you all had a good time today. And yeah, we made a pretty nanners song in 2 hours. Barely 2 hours. The good streams are the ones that are just like, hey, we have 3 seconds left, and we did it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. If you want to find more of me online, you can go to Twitch, Twitter, Patreon, and YouTube to Twitch, Twitter, Patreon, and YouTube /Ben_Burns. That's BURNES. Patreon will get you an immediate download of this song once I actually upload it, as well as 200 or more other songs that I have made over the past 3.5 years, as well as 2 album exclusives and a couple other really cool perks. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to get going. I actually have somebody coming over to the house to help me install some gutters. It's like the sun's setting, so I don't know how they're going to help me so much, but we need to get some new stuff on the house, so I need to take care of that. But this has been a heck of a lot of fun, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out and being a part of this stream. It means a lot to me to be able to do this every week with such a great menagerie of people. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to get going. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'll see you next time. Bye. Thanks, Tux. Also, I think next week is episode 200, and that's terrifying. I'll need to look into that, though. It's either next week or the week after. I'm pretty sure it's next week. I know what I'm doing this weekend. Chopping up samples.